Arsenal. Or say Mikel Arteta. Or say Juma Ewohoneson. In terms of the Champions League, they need to build a mentality. But Onodio Dobetimaka said they are close. They are very close to challenging for the Champions League. If say Juma Akomo all these years, any day kakru huwe nano. He's very, very confident that they are close to winning the Champions League. So let's see what happens in the coming years. After that defeat to Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, Obiti said AK Gunugankoye interview ka say mistake Araho and say unkoye sa mistake so Jama Brante he could even miss. Yes, I bet Tremamentry or dressing room. BC Adena Brante Gunuga Beka Safa any teammate in the public. Ebi so say no the cry as no you don't make such a mistake in a crucial game to cause the team and he akoye SMP a team I from Barcelona a dressing room. Jurgen Klopp ahead of and the Liverpool game mobile ball and against Atalanta. Wakan Sembi was say and they should channel their inner strength. Now womunye miracle in Century against Barcelona in the Champions League in 2019 was so Mosanye BM. And then there are matches to play in the Europa League and also games because on AS Roma and AS Milan the Bepem so first leg AS Roma Etra Milan Eka Bako Atalanta Eba England but Liverpool from 3-0 Marseille and so the Benfica and the Bepem so and Benfica hold the 2-1 advantage. West Ham better you know to study a German champions by Leverkusen winning first leg by 2-0 and Jene and Pioneer. In the Europa Conference League, Fiorentina as in Victoria Pleasant at the Bepem so Leo will take on Aston Villa. Fenerbahce and the Olympiacos the Debe Boy in Napau a Barbara man team almost in a Club Brugge at the Apemso. Share a few transfer stories about the season yes Abrante Ivan Toney and Manchester United for starting in the camp at Chinkomo. Yes, Abrante no Yati Asianesa. So the Hobedon Manchester United. He wants to earn 250,000 per week, 250,000 pounds per week. And only Sika Abrante Ivan Toney. Ni agent the Kuti. And you be saying, now, asame na okane sa na 250,000 per week. So say, na momo she will be to say Anthony Martial crabo no mobi. And 250,000 na mutuana. Na moma me clients mo se mo mano. Se mo nye ready. Na musika se mo eni sura. E mamo maye ho. Enti yese akoye adia Manchester United. Penny for no elboro so ahwe so wo betimi akofa Abrante Ivan Toney. Anthony Martial so yese wo betimi join Tottenham Hotspur on a free transfer. When him say the contract ebebe this summer. Manchester United for your man say on me man new contract in T. Likely he will leave. Daniela De Rossi or interim manager Edema AS Roma. Yes, say Juma Wabebo after say Roma and Jose Mourinho eton kwanta pa no. Kwakwa yes Roma for the niaje. Wo mo person mo extending the contract no Edema no. Asha dan kwa mabia no abenya ebia F3-year contract ewo Roma or your legend papa ewo AS Roma one man club for ni bi. Cristiano Ronaldo so okay said on Juventus was some legal battle be concerning wages be ana was Juve etia emano after they deferred months of pay during the COVID era na Juve see omusika sama ko form kakra enti omontimentua no ena wo free one was wo muntwe scan na akoye twemamentwe ena court bu asem no say Cristiano Ronaldo edi bem enti was Juve etia na 10 million euros which amounts to 8.3 million pounds and only sika was Juve etua Abrante Cristiano Ronaldo. emre bi atwam na omo golden generation kwakwaye so omo senya golden generation ibiem na eno good for the national team ahead of the Euros. Nemom headache kesipa erema manager Gareth Southgate. Yes, players bit say Cole Palmer, Oli Watkins, Dominic Solanke, Jared Bowen, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden. They are playing fantastic football. Harry Kane Mukra the someone in Germany. Put the Jude Bellingham and Real Madrid Spain. TSO put the Mumbai, but I say a big headache at the manager Gary Southgate. How does he fit all these informed players in one team? And no, Akokoye, this will be the Amano. It is 29 minutes after 9. And I'm the cinema bedroom for them. Send here, DBI, no, your messages are very important to me. Who actually is going to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League? Do you think Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, and Bayern, why and a call a semi-finals, no? For a message, you know, Ebra, making kind. Make a semi-final, finals, you know. Why they be qualified to the final? And then they hear me, two teams be in the finals, no? Is it going to be Real Madrid against Paris Saint-Germain? Or Bayern Munich against Paris Saint-Germain, or Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund, or Borussia Dortmund against Bayern Munich? Are we going to have an all-German final? That was in 2013, where Ian Robin scored a late winner for Bayern Munich to win it. Are we going to have an all-German final? It's England for the year. You do Momuja, all of them are out. No English team in the semi-final. Spain, Bako. France, Bako, Germany, Mienu. 0506 367 196. Nanedu, good morning.
Morning, Mutala.
Namiadum.
Yensha shame free. And Brad games, you know. On the Champions League. And Obeka said, final before final. And right in your opportunity, everything is adiel. Where you? The reason why I make us a final before final is a two games a witness in here qualified to be a final game of the UEFA Champions League. A year by Munich. Any Arsenal, Man City, and Real Madrid. Two games being now qualify to be the UEFA Champions League final game. But because of the quality of teams we display, we are seeing some of these games in the quarter-final stage of the competition. And 4 teams in here showcase some good football. And who been here say, and I pay Adolfonia Shafua Momonitaing all over Ebeti Munsem. Football because a psychological gamer. Many Panayadini. Bayern Munich, I don't know who say. Their season, the only thing about my sum up, Mayaka say, oh, Obanya a good season is for them to win the Champions League. And one of the games are about to be demonstrating with every supporter of Bayern Munich is their game against Arsenal. How Mutima Faso are qualified. And that is what they did yesterday. Mutala, legends, Nipadodo Amataka say, Champions League in the character nebo. Some of these results, Emma Uhuni say, Sana DNT. Some of these results, Emma Uhuni say, Champions League no edin bi ka ho na Spurs bi di echire. Going into the quarter-final stage, me as a pundit, me 4 teams are me predicted say, omo nyina bet me wura to the semi-final, ba akwa qualify. Between Atletico Madrid and Dortmund, I was tipping Atletico Madrid. Dortmund qualify. Between PSG and Barcelona, I was tipping Barcelona. Paris Saint-Germain qualify. Between Bayern and Arsenal, me 50-50. But ended up going for Arsenal qualifying. Bayern Munich qualify. Between Real Madrid and Man City, it was also one of the 50-50 games. But I ended up saying Man City will qualify. And then I can say all those 4 teams now on my final list, none of them qualify. To become a Champions League, the character be never. People need to understand it. And now I was sure Arsenal gave the Bia who say Bayern Munich team na show this particular season no was different Bayern Munich yesterday. In fact, in the first leg. In the 2 leg affair na your boy no. Boy ne boy nanga had the Arsenal boy. But there is something in the Arsenal team who say is missing from Champions League. Stage biya no okọ penya na wonya ho experience. Ade biya wo ye biya no. E ba wa nusu sa ade we hu bi da. O ye biya ma wo ho experience. How dey pick experience in difi. And all have Bayern Munich players ni nyina. Obaku this stage before. Bayern Munich has been consistent in the quarterfinals. Menkai the last time I ever Champions League, Bayern Munich can qualify and do quarterfinal. Menkai the last time. But the benefit quite a while. It's now baby a whole drone is simple the moment. And do a coach for Bayern Munich now do quarterfinal. I won't say. In the Kimmich, Delete, Dyer. Don't forget that Dyer and Tottenham about Champions League final. Hurricane and Tottenham about Champions League final. In Zambia, Bayern Munich no mundu. Or by this stage they've seen it before. Sunday, Goretzka. Manonuya. It did have said this particular server will be on. And so was the Arsenal airpem, but now what didn't do. Arsenal was some few players over who this stage be before. By Lawson, Kai Havertz, Jorginho, Thomas Partey. Who else? Gabriel Jesus, Jenchenko. And when he started here, maybe Kai Havertz. Because Jenchenko was on the bench.
He was on the bench.
Gabriel was on the bench. Partey was on the bench. Gabriel Jesus was on the bench. In the main factors I contributed to Arsenal team to man qualify. May I surprise across Arsenal ever for 90 minutes against this Bayern Munich team. When to man go. Because the average teams now Bundesliga no quite say. But the stage is different. Bayern Munich every move to the semi-final stage against Real Madrid. The real and I say here it can be today too. People may take Real Madrid, but things could change. And instead, Manama Bayern Munich abaso. I mean, what to say abaso? Even when he is leaving, because of this result, big teams will come for him. Obiara nse to say already. Season ni baby ya. Odigali kotokuma on tena ho. By result, Robert Mama teams are kese ni better aba na ho. Say, maybe something didn't work for you in Bayern Munich, but the new opportunity by far, it may be a different story. Teams are in the coaches. About 4 or 5. They are looking for coaches. If you were Germany, if you were England, if you were Spain, they are looking for coaches. This man qualifies. They were missing 3 key players. Going to the game, I has idea. So one day we play some of these players in the team. And to me, who say them as right we equal left back. No maintaining we come to right back. No ball after Guerrero, our left wings. Lawrence standing operating for right. Now Musiala go behind Hurricane. Because there is no Kingsley Coman, there is no Gnabry, there is no Alphonso Davies. That is the trick about Munich and the boss at a particular game. So the stage, Ekasa, when it comes to Champions League, and most of these players have seen that stage. May Obi catch a game where be ended. Not only one goal per ever game man coming in. Because in my prediction, I predicted 2.5. I predicted that one. Say likely to happen. But I ended up only one goal. They PM in a full 90 minutes. I boy. So it was a good result for Bayern Munich. Arsenal into man qualify. And over the way situation is here. I'm happy to see that. Arsenal been learning from this experience. Just like Ateta was saying it. Team our Messi Champions League for 7 years.
Tony Beble, we catch any song country technicians, no. Almost say signal, no, there's a problem with it. And Kofo complaining on WhatsApp. Say it's not clear this morning. And see, almost no money.
And that's happy you.
Yeah.
And it's over time I be a phone line and 9 and now you're here no higher. And see, bread you home here, my. In the sound of the analysis here, staging is very important, and they will learn from that. Just like Ateta was saying it. So what team then drew? By team away out of this competition for 7 years. Who was expected to buy? I know be winning. Into no quite be an team them what they do no. Or appreciate it. What I say? Indeed, maybe Arsenal will come good next season because I never come who Arsenal team the money say. Almost all the key players about game them are likely to stay in the club for next season, and they are likely to add 1 or 2 quality players to the current existing squad. That is a good thing for the club. And yeah, now there a difference between some of these players about Arsenal. And when they move to a different club, they say, "What do state we say never to man qualifier?" Now, beside our question, said then, I need to make a move and go the next step in my career. So I say, "Oh, they got a free club anymore." Some of these results are better. Oh, me inferior ne come anymore. When me mid-20s, my peak years. This thing I'm not guaranteeing me Champions League. Me die so soon as I make my GB. So when some of these big teams come calling out, and not sure who know they move. In the Ateta in going forward, no, all have a problem. None try to settle. None for players be message him. No more team near strong for next season. May you sure say the bit my boy Arsenal. Because may you surprised to be honest. Especially when they ended up our Etihad. Ever ended 2-2. na me force aboba ha it will be a different game. But Bayern Munich and Managerial, enya the slim winner. Obotume we to the semi-final stage of the competition. Yeah, so I'm happy for Hurricane. At least Bundesliga and Tama, he can fight for the Champions League, even though it's difficult. Because maybe Germany about the Bundesliga amfa. Who knows? Maybe another Champions League not for the amano. They are starting a life. It was Germany, but it's a good result. Bayern Munich as a club, and they couldn't. The other game, Man City, Real Madrid for Trelmo. Identify the Champions League. And you can see say board they bought you as to be 2 hours can go beyond you. On paper, Real Madrid was not defending. But they know how to play and they will not concede. That is what Carlo Ancelotti brought us into the team. And almost a ball, but the goal was not coming. And now remember Antonio Rudiger and then Nacho Fernandez partnership Nabaso. Unza Mutala, Madrid as a club, and so issue when it comes to central defensive partnership.
And I said military ba.
Well, not military there. We pride no be shame.
Yeah, but Nacho has done well.
Nacho Yegma, especially with this kind of game.
But Ellen Haaland I say Oman Hunis. Oyama Nkophobia Nyano.
And now I am was a
Oyama Nkophobia
Pep man the ball 90 minutes. Extra time no Sano.
Jamie Carragher money Roy came home Casa Bone no more.
Go now.
Said I hear no Oyama Nkophobia Nyano. He should develop his aura.
This particular season exposing the more.
I said no all-round play no. Kwenim kakra. Cause enye de biana Kevin De Bruyne will be piano was a kashi.
In this idea na ebi ebe hano. But Andra Mutala, I think Kevin De Bruyne nyani day. In recent times, no, he had to do crucial games like this. And your prayer knock off. But Andra Kevin De Bruyne age the game. No commit much better. The setup, when you are fast, so shape up in the team. Purpose on top. Memaka say, coach is a man who we are the 2 biggest one on the original bench on. Carlo Ancelotti and Pep Guardiola. City were putting all the pressure, doing everything possible. But there was a good change when he brought in Jeremy Doku. But still, our issue with the final product, no, the end point, no. Why are you money in the area now? Or possible na ko 18 mo bi ase no still Doku adwuma ye na all improve on the goal scoring.
Then I'm catching about Doku. I told you about Doku say
no bonti anya hu bi ase.
Yeah, he has a lot to add to his game.
On the Sterling ka fa there
on Raheem Sterling is more experienced than Doku.
Who is experienced before almost style of play the way almost say chances they get the same.
Doku is playing team. Doku is playing like how Sterling was playing when he was at Liverpool. Where ultimately train, but the final product, the end product, is 0. Sana Doku here. But Pep Guardiola redefined Sterling. At a particular season, Sterling scored more than 12 goals. Manchester.
Or 25 goals.
Yes, that was the defining season for him because Pep fine-tuned his game. And he said, "Na Sterling ball with Liverpool some years back, and that is how Doku is playing. And if Pep Guardiola continues to manage him, trust me,
maybe he will come good later.
And yes, you will see a different Doku in the coming seasons. Because Pep has the way of working magic on certain players.
Remember for say Alvarez changing the ballet. Gone or something and Alvarez bit more offer. Sometimes big games like this, only confidence of boy anymore. No more the 2 of them. And none of them prefer Alvarez than Grealish. Nanka Bernardo Silva, Foden, Grealish, and Alvarez and Ellen Haaland. Well, Alvarez this particular season was starting here. In the first one, arguably he was their best player. The first half of the season, he was one of the best players, or arguably their best player. But Haaland buy no. Now cause the position at the answer say we start to Germano. Into before say Doku and working on those things. And now me and Nipa will do go Cascante. You do second half of the extra time. Now me who's our break akra. Now my break akra. So City had a good game. Penalty the do what? They are all expecting union. But on the Madrid side, I think Madrid a good backup at the Makotoa. Madrid as a club, only a good backup at the Makotoa. It was between Onone Kepa. Which one to we choose? But it looks like Andre Nunino and making a big statement for himself. And I don't know do something so we. Until a very good backup or making all the trick. And a mom. A woman. Until Yambo Andre Nunino, that goalkeeper no Abaso. Ukraine.
Ukrainian or Ukrainian.
That is a good thing for them.
Lawrence, what catch Romo? Lawrence, what catch Romo?
And now, Danny Kabaya Yejuma. Bonus do extra time, no yabre.
Hey, now I want facing Grealish any doku in one game. Hamstring Biantino. No, hamstring biao.
So sure.
Master one bread. You are facing Grealish first half. Extra time. Yedi dokuaba. Bossu. Me kwa nkametina from say me siri mo ababa koi. No, he did well to face.
And I suppose going for the one area Madrid MP good backup.
No, I need backup. They should just find somebody to replace him. Oh, sir. He's now 30 plus.
About at least, Jamaica say they should get a right back on the ball. About the 2 boys will be for them.
Kavaha is now 32 years. Also, pay young boy.
2 years ago, but at least they would need a young guy. Yeah. Now, straight on her right back, and I know a problem I can't say.
Sometimes I'm using Nacho.
Baston Cocrafona Niguano, Cesar Spelequeta, Monet.
And they should consider playing Nacho from there.
Nacho, Nacho, Nacho is even older than Kavaha. Nacho.
Right back, and I know what we need from Europa. Do we have enough?
Oh, I say, we were Sarah Hakimi Munina.
Hakimi should have Hong Kong of it.
Jeremy Frimpong.
Hakimi were a lot of them. Boy, we were Inter Milan and Simple Theatre bench. Then so them fries Munina or Honum. There are so many right backs.
Oh,
a does.
So it's good. Left back they looks like they will replace Mendy. So but I know I shouldn't be the top by no. No, call the back five. No, the Vasquez. Eba. The wing back position. Mendy. Now Militao Beka Nacho and Rudiger. And I think Rudiger work very hard. Rudiger will be at the end of the day. He will be their favorite centre back.
When he's fit.
When Obia is fully fit, I doubt Rudiger will go back to the bench. Mutala Yakubu.
Also, I'm also getting a lot of messages. I don't know. I'm not. I mean,
yeah, wait, Nipa your friend, you maybe one of them. Like you say,
yeah, I'm being told Teshi Emma. I mean, a lot of places. I'm sitting in Ahma.
In the Sana situation is if I area, it's here. Inti, yeah, had a real situation in Bessiaco and their mom. And it's good Madrid has been able to qualify. Nanka, yeah, a Spanish way film. And I want her. Tony Cruz, Luka Modric experience in this county. And I like the way I come a Venga, and if I'm ready, and working hard. Jude Bellingham, you're more the second half of the extra time. Now, who said, I'm not dealing in Ida, but you are living in the airport. I'm going to test your strength. Mutala de ba kwa me pese me nya daje ka ho asem ye. Madrid are able a full season without a recognized number 9. No do this far. Winning the La Liga, likely to win it. And the semi-final stage of the Champions League. Check Carlo Ancelotti. I say about Abasu. Mutala only say most of the teams don't win strikers say they will complain when it's not going on well. Say they didn't get a striker for the season.
They have a striker one on one.
There's a Lou.
So a striker number 9. No, it's different if you don't have. Omuobi, but they don't trust in him.
And they don't trust in him, but Onya good enough to be the striker.
It's Omuobi, but he's not good enough.
It's America say it's Omuobi.
Omuobi, who can say Arsenal and any out and out number 9. Nkameka say but say didn't get yawo. But Omo, it's the fact that Omo no and they wasem if it's not good enough. But it's not as if you don't have.
The point I want to make is say Omo Job is a Karim Benzema as their main number 9 for more than a decade. Omo to man a direct replacement. You will coach a team like this and they will complain that they didn't get what they want.
Replacement.
They got a direct replacement. Jose Luis and number 9. The life because they didn't get a good enough. No, Okacha said they didn't get a direct replacement. I said there, Okacha Arsenal, Aton, maybe they are number 9. Pierre Emerick Aubameyang. No Makofaka, I have it. It's not a direct replacement. Kahavet is not an out-and-out striker. But Real Madrid sold Benzema and brought in Jose Lu. Jose Lu is a proper number 9. But Kachemi say he's not good enough and do Benzema standard no. And then the Metias, but Kachemi say like for like all the Metias.
No money that so
Mbappe. I know yes, it was the Mbappe team. And Mbappe the number. So they got a direct replacement, but they didn't get a good enough replacement. Because
Benzema type, they said that will be Europe.
Strikers. There are still some strikers out there. The likes of Lautaro Martinez are good strikers out there.
Now, but I know what Sporting CP is so bad.
Jane, Ramos.
Gicarius also. What about the
Sporting CP striker?
Swedish striker, no? Of Sweden.
I want to answer now. Oh,
of Sweden.
Or call any top team where you play.
Oboko. Last season, not Coventry, for him to make that jump from Coventry to.
That is huge.
Sporting. Yes.
In the area we are what much better on best sorting. Na bomb. In the young one abaso. Any Duma, Carlo Ancelotti. It's my now. I remember yesterday someone calling me no say. Hey, sister, team back who be Madrid they film continuously in the Champions League. What you did from this season, the same way you did from next season. Somebody told me that. I'm sure sitting at me who need a difficult say. Sada never working. Eventually, and almost to me, Man City and Man City is out. Madrid to qualify at the semi-final.
Do you know what I'm looking at? Do you know what I'm looking at with this Man City out, Arsenal out? No, there's a potential Liverpool could also be out of Europa
League.
And do you know it changes the dynamics of the title race?
So they'll have more focus on the
they say would
focus on
the back to the Premier League.
And the other top no advantage.
Yes, focus.
The other top no advantage.
Yes, and Man City wanted to win a treble again. Back free so.
The most important.
And I'm sure Pep Guardiola will not want to win just one trophy.
One trophy to see FA Cup.
League in this one, I'm on the top.
So it changes that because now Arsenal do not have anything to play for apart from the league.
About 6 games now.
Yes, if Liverpool should drop out today, they will have nothing to play for apart from the league.
6 games now.
The only team that will have something to play for is Man City. And Pep losing the Champions League will want to make amends with the FA Cup and of course the league. So it changes the dynamic of the title race. It makes it more interesting.
Very, very, very important. The last one, the number seven come answer me here. Man, now so what I say, we do semi-final stage of the Champions League. Out of the 4 countries I represent, 2, if Germany.
Are they?
For this season.
For this season.
Yes.
Okay.
Because now me try the course of Bundesliga no. And the former Dortmund and the Bayern Munich won. But Champions League in common I just say, a hot game common is different. And now you have 4 countries now. England and Ghana, Italy and Ghana. Last year by this time, not quarter final, now Italy were better teams home. They had Napoli, they have Inter, they have AC. And then the quarter final, there was no Italian club. You do semi-final, there is no English club. But in recent times, 2 English clubs are final in the last 5 years. Tottenham, Liverpool are final. Chelsea, Man City are final. But the wrong situation, and all of a sudden, and I'm not for right side and off, but it could happen. We could see 2 German final again. And there'll be a couple of at Dortmund, ASB.
Honestly, I don't see how Dortmund will pass.
Yes.
Paris Saint-Germain. With the Jana Enrique Arson. If it happens, a 1-1 shock. And even Bayern Munich, I don't tip them to.
No, could I won't pass a one now, England soil, Wembley final. The best thing is Real Madrid and PSG because of Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe.
To sell it.
To sell it. Kylian Mbappe, Real Madrid. A issue, a big topic. Because for say about the last game, yeah, he's moving there. Jude Bellingham, English about Real Madrid. When the teams now Canada to sell the UEFA competition, no, and Real Madrid PSG, but don't write Bayern Munich Dortmund off, especially Dortmund. I'm not maintain one. Me Dortmund quite of fast or toppest our group now. Na Newcastle, AC Milan, any PSG room, quite of fast or toppest our group no. Na me who say nobody should underrate them. And then we do something so we. And no, they don't do something so we. So Mutala, Mininan came for no. They are interesting semi-final games are Basso. And we are hoping say we will get a good games. Now I had we are Champions League Besiako. My favorite now is Real Madrid though, but Champions League no BBR to me happen. Just quick one. On the Europa League matches ever Sunday. I wish Liverpool can make a revenge. But I doubt. They can win the game, but it may not be enough to qualify them. They can win the game, but may not be enough to qualify them.
And the only need to make match 4-0.
I doubt scoring 4 against Atlanta or Bergamo. Atlanta ends a goal. I doubt. Bergamo, Liverpool scoring 4 unanswered goals. I doubt. 4 I need to go to Marseille, but who concede? They might be difficult. But I think Atlanta will qualify. Match back a tough game. I was start the Verdrum. Olympic Marseille Benfica. When they find a match of equals, Omuni will perform on this particular scene. Yeah, I say, but trust Aubameyang. Anytime go score, Aubameyang will score. I'm tipping Marseille to qualify. That first leg, the Benfica we need by 2-1.
Yeah.
Me tipping Marseille to revenge it. Aubameyang to score. Marseille is likely to qualify. Then I don't know, but I hear Mr. Roma, but AC Betmoko renew was Stadio Olimpico against AS Roma. The first leg, Roma could share AC Milan. I was San Siro by 1 goal to 0. Go by early minutes. I want to take a point.
Abachi.
But it could change today. Daniel De Rossi is doing a good job for Roma. But it's a tough game for him. I still tip Milan to go and win, but I doubt they may qualify. My bet is on Roma to qualify. Liverpool the last 2 minutes. 2-0 against West Ham. And then Besame could do a good game today. Ebasa Kudus any good game.
Leverkusen for almost shedding. By almost shedding. And now that they are done with the Bundesliga. Well, let's see.
Mutala, in that particular game, no, I'll go for a 4-time draw, but I think say Leverkusen will make it to the semi-final stage of the Europa Conference League results. Kakrebi, Fiorentina about Victoria Prison. I tip Fiorentina to qualify. Any Aston Villa, we need the first leg, and I'm going to travel about France. I tip Aston Villa to qualify. I'll go for Fenerbahce win over Olympiacos. The first leg, you know, Olympiacos share Fenerbahce. But I still say only Fenerbahce team that may win this particular season, no, they are likely to qualify ahead of Olympiacos. Then our own Baba Rahman Pork Club Brugge, they are doing well. I want to see Baba Rahman's team in the semi-final stage, at least in the Europa. To me, who could do? Now the conference, who Baba Rahman already know Ferdinand can Fiorentina or at least it helps seeing some of these Ghanaian players doing well for their respective clubs in the Conference League and the Europa League. And this other anymore, but we no opportunity go and watch some of these Ghanaian players and their performance in the Europa League and the Conference League.
Baba Rahman is doing well.
Oh,
Baba Rahman is doing well.
The highest scoring season
for the past year. I
want the career this season as a left back.
Greece Argeno.
Greece one Argeno. That is why Brentford. Everybody one before say we too much showcase we be on Brentford platform the best one. But Brentford coach is a good coach.
A good coach.
Who are some good coaches? No, almost sport you no make us open now. They make good use of.
Nanedu, a good coach. Baby, Baba Rahman.
I want to see Baba Rahman back into the Blasters.
I would love to see Baba Rahman.
But with this form, he's qualified to be.
He's qualified. Club football, baby, Baba Rahman do know. He doesn't need a place where there will be pressure on him. Because Osanko
approaching 30.
Yes, he's 29 or something.
I think 29, 30 now.
Approaching 30.
Osanko, because maybe our injuries, the injuries.
How about ball 2013 and 20?
Yeah, the injuries. I don't know. He needs a place or a level where there isn't much pressure.
About English Premier League,
it could change things.
There's too much
the pressure from media, we mistake back, and what about Englander? Remember,
oh
yeah. And then
I'm a little club scared of Mano. And your parko.
Ben for
sponsor Ben
for Zano. Ben for Zano.
40,000.
30, 40 pounds a week.
In which I doubt already being half of that amount. Our pork
there.
But they didn't say they do not for a camera for you.
But the point is,
if he wants to think about his career,
he might, and the top coach is a good coach. He might the best out of him.
He might turn this move down because he's having a great season with Park. He's enjoying football again. Baba Rahman has suffered. He can't be our bread. Baba Rahman can't.
Which you
are comfortable staying in UK.
Injuries ne ebehano. Sa injury ne ba.
Ghanaian players say no more than say no. But we are comfortable staying.
He's now 29 years old. Already this year, already 30 years. July, yeah, already 30.
This is the stable 1 year in a very long time. I want to say or distracted until now. He's a
fantastic player. But I feel maybe we're doing what he's passed through. No, he doesn't need a higher level. Attention, like fast pace. This
is the first time in a very long time. As a stability, so why do you want to distract?
Baba Rahman from Guta
the end of your career
was at Osbeck. He moved to Chelsea. At Chelsea, he went on 2 loan spells. Shaka Ofo, Oko Rems, Oko Mayoka, Oko Parkano, Ofri Parkano, Oko Loan were reading. Okay, and son of permanent.
Which 30 years there. So, because it be as cano fine, but so Osha will carry our wise there.
But honestly, we went to my successful in the Premier League. The man is a one finished business in the English Premier League.
Oh, my problem. Of Chelsea in term
no, me. I feel he went to Chelsea. Mourinho, one interview that I watched, and that was how I was feeling or I was thinking. say Babarama went to Chelsea at the wrong time. He went to Chelsea at a time where Chelsea were collapsing. That time Nana Mourinho was having issues with the players. And the John Terry Mononyo Munya issue. That was around 2015. It was a wrong timing for him. And one good team at the right time, it could affect your career.
Especially for a young player. Especially for a young player.
Unless you distinguish yourself.
I wasn't in favor of Kudus going to Chelsea, no. For the same reason. Because now English is difficult to adapt.
Let's the Freddy Cano. Only say Cano for Clement. The Freddy Cano. Febi ne faye me hu se de menka Febi ne komosuko ne hu de enti akopama is flourishing.
Kopama no English o.
There's a lot. The football na yebo na enya park no so agina na wo skill no kwa na obo. Me say Kudus was playing well at West Ham, but when he didn't yebo Jared Bowen said the Englishman is a flying one. Bruno Fernandes, his first season at Man United. Okay, in his last season. You remember the number of goals he scored? Assist. Do you know later, English media, it's me a show, yes, on your penalties in front of. Have you heard an English panel discussing that Kupama has been scoring penalties? No.
The highest goal scorer.
Yeah, Kasa or your highest goal scorer. He has scored 20 goals and he's a power with Ellen Haaland. No one is talking about the penalties.
They're always behind their people.
No one. Mr. Alexander Isak, he's having a season almost like Oli Watkins. But what is here? Isak? No, here can't Oli Watkins. So the English media, if you know the dynamics, it will work for you. At a point, English media made us feel so. It is Andros Townsend, because that is how they will package you. Ross Barkley, you catch I say he's the next big thing in English football. So
you are not for the Baba Aman move?
Oh, no.
I am not for the move.
But I want to watch him today after Duncan. And of course Kudus Mohamed. So among Ghanaian players are about Conference League ni Europa League. So I would like to watch them and how they will fare with their respective Mutala.
Okay, yeah, now they do now in Canada. We are still having issues with our transmitter. Article for a lot of people are sending me messages. Oh God. Yeah, but so I know Eddie Amamo. Hold on. 0506 367 196. Why? If you didn't hear Jumanti, I told you who to make us Monfanche. Yes, our technicians are working hard to restore the signal. Alfred.
Yeah, Mutala.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ishache.
I hope so be a dean.
Oh, I can't hear the piano.
Mitina Nedu.
Oh, okay.
And then some of his wild comments sometimes.
I say Baba Raman Embra England.
We are doing baby,
he's enjoying football again.
Or you're comfortable enjoying football again. There is no need to bring any distraction.
Pressure, Masamba, media, microscope on you. Oh, yeah, one mistake. You better highlight.
And the form is good too.
Gary Neville big touch screen and know I had the weakness in the Brentford team. Like I said, it is down their left hand side. Nobody did where Raman is. I don't think he is good enough.
Now fans is also more Twitter.
No. Now they said the trend. Jenny Carragher, Gary Neville, Monday Night Football. You never done a touch screen analysis. They can say you are not good enough.
And Twitter, I think it's good. Until maybe on board. As I can't be 2 or 3 years at the very top. About 2-3 years now. On Sisani get an umbra and kind of now in before I proceed any further, Professor Mechia Unubi.
Okay.
Taxi driver balcon. Or yeah, ardent listener. A friend FO, me friend FO. Apply circle to Usu. Every time be a radio nether max 89.7. Circle to Usu. Yes. The route no circle to Usu. Anytime be a need 89.7 max FM. Medin chairman. And I'm Yamini pa John Atanga. It's a meeting the catcher. Also Anytime be
schoolmate.
Me mate. Anytime be
Oh, mate, Mr. Jonathan.
Oh,
anytime be
Alfred was the school prefect.
Oh,
okay, that's nice.
Schoolmate ni Jonathan.
Anytime be because oh, me too can change say through e be bon komo. On the games yesterday, no. Atataka Bibi or your statement to be said they are getting closer to the Champions League. I know a lot of people will not agree. Looking at performance now, or put it up in the quarterfinals against Bayern Munich. But Oshe Bibi Arsenal free, especially under Arteta in the last 4 or so years now. I'm tempted to side with him. Change, and our progress, and yeah, rapid is high. People will say 4 years, the Asanga is enough for you to make an impact. But like I said, Oshe be free banner. You can see the progress is happening. Oshe squad number 2 now. It took him about 4 years, about 3 years to change the first 11 over 2 years. It took him about 3 years to change all those players over 2 years to bring his own players. That's the squad, and it took him an extra 2 years to get the 11 Sangasa Epe at the start. And I think it's progress. The only issue I have with Arteta is it doesn't trust the bigger squad at his disposal. So Osha, in the last 2 years, 2 years ago, you saw there about 14 to 16 players. And what happened last 2 years, SNC this year, Osha last 2 years around April, the players started getting tired, started burning out, and started crashing out of the competitions. It's happened again this season. Last season, we all saw what happened with their title challenge after Saka formed a DPA Kakrano. I think, sir, it's about time, sir, Obe trusted a lot of the players around him. Some will say, sir, this time around, no, injury has not been fair to him. Because we share players like Vieira, Smith Rowe, Reece Nelson, Partey, and maybe Atimbano. These are players if they were available.
That's a Partey about Mobi.
What's a Partey? That's
not 1 month. Partey by 3 weeks.
I agree with you. And drag game, Partey ball. And drag game.
No, that is a mistake. That was a mistake. They asked me to do pempen.
One if you Partey more.
Georgino,
Alfred, do you know when I actually accepted? Say, Arteta had a clear plan of what he wanted to do with Georgino, because that role like a register. Only Arteta and can so no time as a player no. At a point at Everton, not a Fellaini and about 6'8". He was playing that role, so he was a natural person to play that role. Declan Rice role no, a box to box, more of a box to box. You can play him as a defensive midfielder, but he needed someone that is a natural.
Someone to recycle the ball.
And the ball. And unfortunately for Partey, he hasn't staked the claim in the team after his return because Okoye in his absence, some people were doing the job. And that makes it very difficult to come back. So Okoye and Georgino had performed in his absence. Declan Rice said, team
on the first name on the sheet, on the team sheet.
They said, yeah, 3-man midfield, either Odegaard, down no other, they can have a scrub and Fifi.
That an American. Uncle Georgino, okay, can one start Partey cramp na Uncle Georgino Firmino. Partey should have come because at the point, the midfield was exhausted. They needed fresh legs. And more importantly, do not Arsenal team and Drano, not more like central penetration. Because a lot of their balls no na call wide. Martinelli more they weren't using the ball well. Entika can start Pate Crampo na at some point now we sabi we no Jorginho no and can bring Pate in to come and help or they say Rice. But would the Havertz eba central Havertz no ono ni trait no enye penetrative passing. Havertz is more of a carrier. Or what I say, and I think that is where the problem was with Arsenal yesterday, because especially in the first half, no, I think say they had enough chances to win the game, especially in the first half. At some point, you know, you are wondering whether Obiakache a Arsenal players and they say if you are the best first and run, if you are Sembeton, Martinelli, Havertz himself. I think that they shot themselves in the foot yesterday. Barcelona and Americano. We're in a learning process. No, I know that Arsenal fans will be disappointed, but at the start of the season, no, if you are told them say we are offering you a quarter-final bet in this year's Champions League, no, I think say a lot of them would have taken the offer. Say can you pay? But who could do quarterfinals in Area? Sometimes Oliver Twist, you always want to ask for more. What could have
a test for more when you get to a certain stage.
That's the point.
But what plan is over draw? You want more.
As an American, by the start of the season, if you had offered a quarterfinals to Arsenal fans now, I think say Omupi Beka say it was.
And Alfred, maybe Emma Ateta did maybe a see a blaming they say. He is one of the coaches among the teams in Bonia. In the last 4 weeks, all his injured players have come back fully fit. Fabio Vieira, Will Smith, Thomas Partey,
Tim Bakra is available. Rhys Nelson is back.
Tomiyasu. I'm talking about one more games this particular. All the key players are not prepared. Not games no more struggle to win. Those players were not available. The last 4 weeks are a crucial moment of the season. No?
They were all back.
All the players are back, but still the man struggle to rotate the squad and get the best of them. And you don't trust the Fabio Vieira's, the Thomas Partey's, and some of these players. Why do you keep them? That is where the problem is. Arsenal supporters may complain about that on Twitter.
Why mistake no? For the past 2 seasons, 2 years ago, or the same thing. The team crashed in April. Last year, or the same thing. Saka got bent out practically. I say, on 19 now bread. Obobon also on the package also a bread. Still, no use no. And then they lost under 30 race this season. Why the same thing? Osha the squad now over about 5 or 6 of them about over 3,000 minutes. Whilst the last few ones no about less than 200 minutes. Look at the difference. Saliba about 3,700 minutes. Gabriel over 3,400 minutes.
Saka.
Declan Rice over 3,500 minutes. Odegaard over 3,300 minutes. Saka over 3,200 minutes. White over 3,180 minutes. Raya over 3,200 minutes. Kai Havertz almost 3,000, 2,900. Uyi Onufrewa. Then you come to the Omon Boy crowd. You look at Tomiyasu about 1,000, Vieira about 369, Rhys Nelson 431 minutes. What's the difference between Omomabopa and Omombo cry? It's too huge. Yeah. Meaning, say the focus is on one set of some few players. And about it's a long season. Ubo FA Cup, Ubo Carabao Cup, Ubo League, Ubo Champions League. Who you suit these players for a very long period of time now. By May, April, they will crash out. That's advantage Pep Etanya. But to me, manage and rotate the squad very well. And at the end of the season, we will say, now hit fifth gear. And I think that this is something, as I know a young manager, I think that these are the things he should be learning going forward if he wants to compete at the very top. And I don't want to believe say it's because board and back, because now Edu Eka almost sporting director Eka said they felt the need to back the manager, because if you bring a manager and not back him, there's no point in bringing him. So they were going all out. purchases over the last 2-3 transfer windows now. The board is willing to back him. So I don't know why the board will back you, get these players, and then not feel comfortable or confident enough to use them. So I think that is what hampered their chances and draw. And I'm hoping they are going.
Do you think after losing out in the Champions League, that could push them some kind of a trigger to go in for the Premier League title at all costs? Next week, Omoni Chelsea airball. I think it's on Tuesday or so. Tuesday or Wednesday, 23rd. More Omoni Chelsea airball, and it's a crucial game for them.
I think the only option there. It has to go all out in the Premier League. So it's the only option. It has to go all out in the Premier League.
If Arsenal do not end up winning anything this season, would you say Arteta has failed? It's been a failure for them this season.
I wouldn't say so.
Why?
Because they didn't go into the season as favorites to win any of these trophies. Also, clubs they be war. Who go into the season now, they expect you to win, and to win here a failure. Who class be to say Madrid, who class be to say Barcelona, club be to say Bayern Munich. Recently, City or England. Say, who are these clubs? I say you go into the season with high expectation. I say you end up without a trophy now. And here people can say a failure. But Minjin this Arsenal fan before the start of the season was saying confidently say for this trophy they a favorite. I say winning. Say can on to me winning. Maybe about top 3 and now top 4 you can mention Arsenal, but to the extent you say they are favorites, I don't think they were favorites for any competition. So in that regard, men can say Arteta call trophyless with Philly. I can understand among 4 expected they will make a step up from last season, especially in the league. But in the league, only City and Liverpool are competing. I don't think this Arsenal team should be considered as favorites, and I say should be considered as failure for not winning the league, Mutala. So I don't think Arsenal coming even second or third in this league, it should be considered as failure. Champions League, no, Bia chance they will win it. I didn't even expect they will get this far. For the cup games in there, and then anybody game, one bad game you're out, one good game you progress. And for the cup games in there, you cannot say for certain we feel and now I excel. But in the league and then the Champions League now, I don't think Arsenal fans will be too disappointed they didn't win it. Like I said, maybe they need a little bit more character. Now they do cars and be Mourinho time now our United. United free Champions League now fans any media na air blame
Yeah.
And you remember the press conference about football heritage,
Yeah.
Now it was chronicling club over dominating in Europe and now over in Europe now. It doesn't happen by fluke. There has to be a heritage. I was war history in the competition. I was war history in the competition before you be considered to be the very top. And that is what we saw in Endra games Munich. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich hadn't lost before yesterday's game. They hadn't lost a Champions League game at home in 23 attempts. 23 attempts, no more winning 19. They won 19 in 23. That is what Mourinho will call football heritage. And he said, only Bayern Munich ekobo home. It doesn't matter former or domestic league. What they call Champions League them. the heritage and our history now, Bayern Munich will always come to bear. And I think that is what happened yesterday. So maybe a fan asked also build Omode under Arteta. Same thing happened in the Madrid City game, and we'll get there later. So I think for us now, no, they shouldn't be too downhearted. There was a too much. Of course, every defeat is painful, but I don't think their Champions League campaign this time around. No, a failure.
Okay.
There's an opportunity for them to learn and then build on that and then come back later next season. For Madrid, City game, you know. First of all, my first disappointment was I didn't see a lot of goals, especially after they witnessed in the first round.
That will be 2 games in over 2.5 only see on.
And you know, madam will be or say, oh, not yet share Arsenal giving it together. You know, see, or China games in the goals be bow. Or China games in the goals be bow. So or got 2.5 or got 3.1. And after giving results, and I could see saying on to Blanca Sacra. And then the one there, if I will be but now I was analyzing the game on a different platform, and I make say on paper, no, there was nowhere you could see Madrid going past City or home, because City home 41 home games and share another in all competitions, and it was difficult. Say now they say you could go past that history, but then again, Ushe Real Madrid now yesterday I was finding it difficult to dismiss Real Madrid in the Champions League quarter-final. And then who analyze the game no in isolation, you could easily say City be winning even without a extra time cry. Who analyze the game in isolation, it was very easy for you to say City will win. But then who the football heritage na Moreno can who the football heritage, who the factor in be then the whole dynamics of the competition will change. And I think this is something a lot of people don't pay attention to. This game, and sometimes we share the form of a team no war against new opponents form or war but sometimes Nyama say it plays a role. These are factors.
But I saw a very laid out plan from Carlo Ancelotti. He knew he could not match City boot for boot in terms of possession and all that. So he mapped up a strategy, contain them, hit them on the break, and you are good to go. Make it difficult for them to break you down. And I think the strategy worked very well. And the player now all key to that strategy, Jude Bellingham, because Jude Bellingham a call thrown up top balls be or to my ball stick. Something that Haaland was having difficulty doing because of the presence of Antonio Rudiger. And I think that the plan worked to perfection. And you can always see, you can always tell when City is frustrated, when Rodri started making those comments, there was only one team that came to play, and then you only saw one team on the pitch. Then you can see frustration has got into him. But for a player now, or cutting the teeth, Nish under Simeone's Atletico Madrid, no. Ayana one pass or to make criticizing other teams for being defensive and being deep. In any case, who said there's only one way to play the game, that everybody must attack. You do what you have to do to win.
And I think say Carlo Ancelotti no usually no say about big coaches there for some strange reasons no you find it didn't count. But Osha record Ekrano or Madrid in his 2 spells now. I think says top coaches now. I will say it didn't count. Because in his 2 spells no, we're winning Champions League twice. We call semi-final 4 times. I mean, this is impressive record for any manager. Would you forget about that is now we winning war other clubs no AC Milan no. In 5 seasons, 2 winning 2 times and making the semi-final 3 times. There's even the possibility to say they are can obey to me winning because Osha teams now can Dortmund, PSG, Dortmund and PSG will play. I think say PSG will carry the day. Now me na do mbon ko no say yansha ye dey say na Dortmund afre chire abefa Champions League no. The issue I have with Dortmund they say or consider too many goals
because Matt Hummels' pass is best. He's one of the weakest links at the back for them.
And the partner no
Schlotterback, yeah.
They are conceding.
So they concede a lot.
They concede too many goals.
Any other problem?
They concede too many goals to win the Champions League. And now to win the Champions League, your best attribute should be your defense. Strikers still also need solid defense. I think that is what to go against.
But it's a big match. I just checked and realized money. Paris Saint-Germain group stage in him.
Yes.
PSG beat them 2-0 and Paris Princess and they drew 1-1 in Germany.
Yeah, together with AC Milan and Newcastle.
Yeah.
I think now I'm not number group. So like the game now was a game of equal. And very difficult for me to predict where it will go. But I think say with Eja Enrique also and I think Mbappe will also want to Wakanda say we want to present the Champions League to Parisians as a parting gift before Obeko. So I think say it might slightly work in their favor. That's PSG. But in the other semi-final, Real Madrid versus
Bayern
Munich. These are two clubs with rich history in the competition, but I think Madrid will edge it this time around. Muka said they are not playing without a striker, and they may struggle when they get to the later stages of the competition. Now when they come up against the traditional powerhouses, now they don't know. I think Carlo Ancelotti has fine-tuned the team well enough to be able to get the best out of the very players now. I was listening to Bellingham in the pre-match before the game, and he says Carlo has been able to modify his game. So even though he wasn't used to playing further high up the pitch, his game has been modified. That way, adapted to the way the team is playing, and they don't really miss the presence of an out-and-out striker now and we can see in the way they play. Of course, of late, games goals now dry up kakra, but we saw in the early days of the season how well is able to adapt. So I think that would be the key going into the game against Bayern Munich. Tuchel has proven about the cup game is there. He knows how to get the best out of his team. He may be struggling in the league, but about the cup games, we saw that with Chelsea as well. League but for some reason, how to manage cup games and I think Nuno will be the trump card for Bayern Munich going into the semi-final. So really, I can't wait for the semi-final to come around. I think it will be as interesting as the quarter-final. but I'll still stick my neck out for Real Madrid just for what they've done in the competition over the years. On the Europa League,
Liverpool Georgian club say they should replicate what they did in 2019.
I don't think it will happen.
You don't believe in them?
I don't think it will happen. Atlanta no omuho form no enhye da nye. And I will not be surprised if Liverpool echo winning enumere. But I don't think the win will be enough to qualify them to the semi-final. I think the damage in the first leg too huge.
Was it down to complacency
to turn around? I think so. I think a lot of them felt complacent. Say, I can't say a better for us.
Even the selection, the lineup, it was like, it was going to be a normal day at the office.
It was from the manager. The selection from the manager gave the impression to the players. They said the focus from the high of the Premier League, they need to step it down a bit as a training match and as a less serious game, as a ball cup game, a less fancy team be in the cup. And I think that approach, that mentality, caused them, because Ushe game now, they didn't wake up till like midway through the second half. By which time now it was too late. Atlanta had already run away with the game, so it will be difficult. It will be difficult for them to turn the.
But don't you think that the circumstances surrounding Liverpool now, knowing that City are on top of the Premier League, that Premier League title, there is a probability, a huge probability we may not win. And let's go for the Europa League. Don't you think that could wake them up today?
It will. I think that they saw that. They saw that at the end of the first round, the first game. But like I'm saying, the effort will be there. I think Liverpool may end up winning tonight, but just that win ain't enough to see them to see them through. They will win. I will not bet against them winning, but to overturn the 3-goal deficit away from home, because I can't see Atlanta not scoring tonight. And Atlanta share and there, Liverpool must score 5 yes, Liverpool must score 5 to win. And I don't see that happening. So maybe Liverpool may end up winning 2-1 B and as a 1-0 B, sir. And I don't think it will be.
But you don't think they can overturn that 3-0 score line?
No, because like I said, I think
Atalanta draw home last week.
Atlanta home form Atlanta home form there. They play better away from home than they play at home. And on a major, like I say, say Liverpool go win. But Atlanta no a free scoring side. And see, I'm confident that Atlanta will score today. And Atlanta share now, that will be 4-0, which means Liverpool must score at least 5 goals to win the game. And I can't see that happening. I cannot see that. I think the deficit is too much. I can 2-0 and I can bet against Liverpool overturning the tie. But no, I don't think so. And almost talisman Mutala or Flute is on shed and fire bisa when he came back from injury. On shed, he has not been in
is it because of the standards or no asset Yamano? Because Salah has passed 15 goals in the Premier League, but still it's like
the standard is high.
On one asset Yamano.
Usually the standard is high.
Even Ellen Alan has scored 20 goals. But not a bad return for a striker.
But people are saying Alan Anya good season. But Kopama with 20 goals non Kofoka say Kopama So sometimes they measure you against your own standard.
So next season if Kopama should score 5 goals, 10 goals.
Even 10 say
because of the standard that
was set the season before.
So you can ultimately pressure about him.
Ultimately home pressure. That is why I must say getting to the top.
But in one day, Omotumaka say Kopama say 10 goals. Omotumaka say we maintain standard by scoring.
Of course, because on your striker.
Double figures.
No, they will give you the reasons why he's
redefine the success.
Redefine the success.
So that is with that.
Now, say what I read you, Bono. Between me and you. Boy, Rodri Bono.
Or English,
We Declan Rice and Meno. So about noise when they are talking about Premier League midfielders who have had a wonderful season and all. Everybody, the portals are mentioning Declan Rice. Nobody talks about Rodri.
Me say, perfect example. Ball of Kudus about West Ham this season.
Yeah, Jared Bowen is so
Kudus is English. Can who did they? Kudus is English. Can ball our ball this season. Watch double figures. Ni assist double figures this season in his first season, a new league. So it's like that, and me, I don't criticize them for that.
No,
I love them for it.
It is a grand scheme by the entire nation to
you have to project your own.
If you don't project your own, nobody will
project it. You have to project it.
Maybe I can say Salah in English. Yeah, camp Ballon d'Or conversation. His name will always be number 1.
2 years ago, Salah English got Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Ball Salah ball.
Sadio Mane, Edu Baby was having a brilliant season. Season men are Rashford because Rashford about money. But if you hear the conversation, you might think Rashford is better than money.
Even Rashford, with just one season, only last season, no.
Yeah.
Just one season in the 8 years or 7 years or about United, no. Just one season only last year, no.
Because I am looking at Cole Palmer, he scored 20 goals, Erling Haaland 20, only Watkins has scored 19 goals, Salah has scored 17, Solanke 17, Isak 17. But the conversation is about Palmer, Watkins, Solanke having a great season.
And Jared Bowen.
But I say Salah and Casa Standard was set Yamano.
I dropped.
But nobody is talking about Isak Mpo.
David. Only there's no kind of cry.
Even Foden, I said 14. But you know the conversation about Foden. He's even been tipped to win the PFA Player of the Year.
Young Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Any Player of the Year.
Any Player of the Year. Only Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer, no, they started with the Young Player of the Year. They started pushing the Player of the Year agenda.
No. But do you think he Orinia deservedly?
David. Young Player of the Year, ever between Ono, Foden, any Kobimeno, Omumiansan, any of them could win it for the Young Player of the Year. Young player.
Gary never wakase you see. Well, I know nothing. Or see if FA Cup replays crowd for next season. Okay. Or see if Kopama should win the PFA Player of the Year. On can say bad, but it would be like an indictment on the top players in the league, because yes, Kopama has been brilliant for Chelsea, but to really just say was 20 goals and about 9 of them are penalties, so he should win PFA Player of the Year. No,
I don't agree. I don't agree. Also winning.
But young player, no,
young player, no, yes, he has
between him and Foden.
Or no Foden, any menu.
One hour because why not? say
I think Foden.
Foden will take it. Because of what? Man City Belgium League, no.
David. Usually I don't look at, because trophy is not there. I know team achievement.
But then you know they count when they are looking at everything in totality.
I'm they count, but me no. When I'm assessing, analyzing a player now, okay. I analyze the player in isolation, the player's impact on his team.
Okay, so breaking news about yes from next season FA Cup replace mobium and one off game yeshawa and one no say about draw yebebo extra near about penalties near kuyenim and yafin yebebo first leg near about 1-1 yes second leg yes akwa biom derby. And from next season the English FA has scrapped a FA Cup replay and on the wall. Make kind messages now for the info na your Buffyana ye the Yakibia bro. Real Madrid pa they play defense like that. What a disgrace. Akwesina from North Kaneshi. Don't you think Real Madrid is the same team in heaven? I am sure when we go to heaven, they are the same team there. Osai Kodia Kwame, or the way for Osai Kodia and buy, only sinners can't make it. Also, my team to go into the final, Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain. As for Pep, he let their team down. Why did he play Haaland for 90 minutes and going to penalties before substituting all the penalty takers? We say, as a Chelsea fan and Madrid sympathizer, I was so excited yesterday. Hala Madrid. I would be happy to see Madrid and PSG in the final. It's your man, Mr. Apia from Aguna Swedru. We say trust you people are well. Hala Madrid, God has been on our side yesterday. As I said it yesterday that Nyamebetche, congratulations to Madrid fans. Dumbila Nelson from Accra, Newtown. Okay. Bismarck. Or no can your network and one some signal no article. We're still watching the show live and clear at Japan in the Volta region. Max was no size. You guys predicted City versus Barcelona last time. Indeed, City versus Barcelona will play in the final at Europe International Airport Stadium. And yesterday, Josiah said that Real Madrid will only score after considering 3 goals. Tell him that if if it comes to the Champions League, we don't rule out Real Madrid. Integrity Nyado from Japan, Volta region. We say we will be witnessing all German affair this season, Champions League final, and eventually Dortmund will lift the trophy. This is Ten Hag Jr. from Tantra Hills. My name is Scope Slick. I said it yesterday, my darling club Real Madrid is going to do wonders. Yesterday, we shined the face of Spanish football. We can't be eliminated by the same team in the road. This is Real Madrid, and this is UEFA Champions League. The show is loud and clear. I'm doing the listening inside to Barbie. This is Celestine Cara. I am really disappointed in City setup. How can you lose this match? But in football, there's win, draw or lose. Oscar, taxi driver from Nungwa. Hey, Nanedu Tie. Also, why Mutala? Good morning. Why is it that if it is your time, that is when we have problems with the signal? I want to ask whether Kupama is eligible for the Golden Boy Award. Now, from Medina. Now, I'm media signal. My end day, I'll see you do me time and article. Hey, Sabani. I am in a Sherman Estate and I can hear you clearly. Okay, thank you. Mutala, give us a break. Pep has a way of defining who's Sterling. Pep buys already made products. What has he added to Grealish? What has he added to Haaland? What has he added to Alvarez? Please, please, please. Pep is a system coach. Be good enough with your first touch and you can play in the system. I hope by now you know Arsenal is not good enough at the level. And for Nanedu and Josiah, they should feel free and congratulate us. They don't believe we could qualify, but we Madridistas did. Apola, it says our patch said the 15th title is on its way. John Caption. We say yesterday victory was a sweet one because of how we suffered. Real Madrid is a club of miracles. Hala Madrid to the max. NS Pope Jerry Wayo is my name from Choco 31st Air Junction. We Madrid fans, we beg Josiah, he shouldn't talk about Madrid, but he can talk about City with their good passing and dominance. But we qualified. Free man inside Pokuase. This time around, PSG is favored to win the Champions League for the first time because of Luis Enrique's tactics. Fireman inside Cabo Industrial Area. Okay, Tete Agoza. Matewa is signal no ye The UCL is indeed a festival. The level of noise enjoyed in my area yesterday. Hey, the most excitement is Madrid fans. Nene Popolampo from Air Dakuman. I am patiently waiting to hear Josiah's voice. He's not here. And Alpha from Brigade Quarters. Air Latibio Koshi. Well, this morning. Congratulations to the best team in the world. Real Madrid for the massive win yesterday. Hala Madrid. Crow from Ashoman Pure Water. Where to say your feed has gone off. Okay, Okunka from Aeteshi. Okunka, we are working on it. Greetings in the name of the Imperial Majesty to each and everyone in the studio. Yesterday, I was so excited I forgot to eat. Real Madrid are already in the final of the Champions League and we are winning it for the 15th time. Hala Madrid, this is your regular listener, Prince Peter of GH, aka 40. Okay. We thank God for yet another day. I am Chemical Junior from Teshi. Well done, Galacticos. Yesterday, Madrid made my night so exciting. Pep should know that winning Champions League back-to-back is not something that is so simple. But I am sad to see the two English teams knocked out. Better luck next time. This one also says the best sports show in the world. I am Mutala from Ashama. Greetings to all Hala Madrid fans. Vamos, I am seeing Madrid and Paris in the final. Did you remember Mbappe told Cruz in the friendly match between France and Germany that we will meet in the finals? How can you guys write off a whole Madrid like they are a mere team, Champions League owners, and you underrated them? Now I hope you guys don't change your discussion. Hala Madrid, mas Yadana, mas Hala Madrid, okay? Alhamdulillah for the win yesterday against Arsenal at the Allianz Arena. Okay, or no can buy an Asem Shamoleda and we buy. Okay, we are checking the sound. The exact possession is what they will chop. Whenever you hear until the end, then Apollo 15 is on the way. I said this and I'll say it again. Supporting Real Madrid was the best decision I made in my life, and I'll be with them till I die. Hala Madrid and nothing more. Terror kid from Nima. The signal is strong here at Kolebu Isaac, okay? Mutala, we are beating Atalanta 5-1 tonight. We are Liverpool, and this means more. You never walk alone. Oyeneba Yele Kojo from Tesano. What is the criteria for electing and voting someone as Premier League Player of the Year? Let us know and kindly revert if Kopama does not qualify to be accorded that award. We should not be biased in our objection and pronouncement. Why are you now differentiating Kopama's penalty from the goals? It's not easy to convert 9 penalties to goals. From Samuel Kofi Nyampong. Hi Mutala, defense so stuck or say whatever arrow, whatever Real Madrid is at the semi-final. That's the most important thing. Greetings to Nana Ofe and not me person. Kofi Ajima black man or COTA from Pig Farm. We used to say tell Nana Edu that Atalanta, that Liverpool beat Atlanta home 5-0. Last time they played in Europe, Atlanta also beat Liverpool 2-0 at Anfield. Okay, Jota had a hat-trick and we will score a brace today. Nunes and Salah with a goal each. Godwin from Pram Pram. Mr. Joe did well on all yesterday analysis. The way Rudiger ran on the field yesterday after scoring the last penalty reminded me of how Ajimabedu also ran after scoring that last penalty at the Under-20 World Cup in 2009. I'm Sam Luda inside Akusi Natriku. Big ups to players of Achimansi FC. Make time you know penami and on fear na fide yaba yedi any actually fini abe discussing finsem. My team Real Madrid will keep on winning the Champions League because winning mentality is there. Football is not possession or plenty corner kicks, but how to win. Isako Diallo. We say please your transmission okay yedi wujuma. And yedi be see near try ho yaba e finsem. We are heavy on the local front and ko bebia yeba sisia.
And every Saturday on Max 89.7 FM. Connect with your school. Which school has produced the brightest mind? What is your school renowned for? Find out as high schools and colleges go head to head, vying for bragging rights and glory. Don't miss this chance to witness history in the making. Join us for an unforgettable morning of spirited debate and fierce competition. Has
produced all the best dignitaries in this country. We talk about Pakwesi Indum, Totobi Kwachi, and all the however that's went to St. Augustine's College.
Master, stop your bin.
Central region.
If we say for Obako school, they say for Kumasi High School.
Enough
Have you heard of Agri Memorial?
Oh,
that's the best school. Very, very best school.
The Kumasi Dia schools, two schools, Prempeh Upugua.
Kofo went to which school?
He went to Prempeh. Prempeh is the college.
And I don't know we are Prempeh College, obey president, no. One can say for schools, colleges, no can say for Monto High School. High school, they college, pay.
College university. College, America, college university.
And the other Kofo say young schooling in high school.
College, you know who's more.
Kumasi High School right now. The Minister of Education is from high school. High school is building a stadium.
I must produce all the athletes in this. Achimota have produced over 3 presidents. Kofiana went to Infantsipin.
What came out of Adi school? Tell me.
Now more from Adi school. Canada just more from Adi school. The best comes from the central region.
The schools are no one central region. More moving in science and math schools, no. And then my produce. And then project balance equipment, Ben, my produce Ukuma. What you are job in the national maths and science schools, you are winning at the end.
School Connect. Link up with your former mates and be part of your school once again. Schools Connect. Be part of the competition. Saturday and every Saturday on Max 89.7 FM. Connect with your school. Which school has produced the brightest mind? What is your school renowned for? Find out as high schools and colleges go head to head, vying for bragging rights and glory. Don't miss this chance to witness history in the making. Join us for an unforgettable morning of spirited debate and fierce competition. Presec Secondary School, 7 times winners. Omo producing NASA Intelligent.
Commission Ukrumano. Kumasi High School, Truth Conquers. Truth
Conquers. When St. Augustine is talking about Adisade is talking about the best is always good for Adisade, and then St. Augustine, perseverance conquers all. Truth is what? Then
Truth Conquers. More persevere, more is truth that conquers at long last.
School Connect. Link up with your former mates and be part of your school once again. Schools Connect. Be part of the competition.
Football facts and figures with Mohammed Shaban, the statistician. Join here Wednesday via 6 to 8 p.m. on Max FM. The bedroom call the Ghana Premier League, the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League, and the Access Bank Division 1 League. Memory fee se FA Cups no so ekoso Ghana. Emba any Bema ni na the bedroom call near the one sem 8 media bremo. Join here name for the exclusive statistics ni entumi and fan bremo. Brante ben and I should go to do assist no one more and yes house na clean sheets goalkeepers ben and a player ben and it me tackle pa player ben so and a bonny homewarding se otu America park and so they won't fact ni na no ebe bremo the various leagues ni na ye be read messages na fe ya ma okwan na fe wo so etumi de wadwen kire and so e de aba e show no so me dey Shaban Mohammed join here on Max FM 89.7 na afeyem fa the Ghana Premier League, the Access Bank Division 1 League, Malta Guinness Women's Premier League and the FA Cups no fact no into me emfa embremo.
Are you looking to buy a sleek smartphone? Max Buy, in collaboration with EasyBuy, makes owning a genuine smartphone quick and easy. You can buy any Techno, Infinix, or Itel phones, or Oraimo and Cynix appliances and pay within a convenient 12 months. Yes, 12 months. No long talk. Simply visit any Max Buy shop nationwide with your Ghana card, fill out the forms, and make a 30% down payment. It's that simple. Call Max Buy on 0544 019 552 or 0594 091 122 for further enquiries. Max Buy. Happy life.
IMAX quality modern standing fans are vital on hot days. They cool you with good airflow and to aid sound and longer sleep. They are secured with anti-rust mesh grille and enhanced super speed motor for durability. The powerful 3-speed control allows you to adjust the airflow with an optional brighter bulb which illuminates the room. They come in 3 types and energy saving, affordable too. Available in all Max Buy outlets and leading shops in town. Call Max Buy now on 0302 750 308 or buy online www.maxbuy.com.gh or follow us on Facebook IMAX Electronics. For bulk purchase, contact 0245 240 983. Choose super reliable IMAX fans. Choose smart life. IMAX. Smart life.
Football facts and figures with Mohammed Shaban, the statistician. Join you Wednesday via 6 to 8 p.m. Our Max FM. The bedroom score the Ghana Premier League, the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League, and the Access Bank Division 1 League. Remember, Renfi, the FA Cups no so ekoso Ghana. Emba any Bemani na bedroom score near the 178 media Bremo. Join you name for the exclusive statistics into me and fan Bremo. Brante Ben and Ashe goals to do assist no one more and South na cliché. Goalkeepers ben and a player ben and it me tackle pa player ben so and a bonny home day say otu America el park and so they won't fact ni na no ebe bremo e the various leagues ni na you better read messages na fe ama okwan na fe wo so etumi de wadwen kire and so e de aba e show no so me dey Shaban Mohammed join on Max FM 89.7.
Okay, it's Shaban Mohammed also joining on Max FM ukwada bia but sabrade here yen try ho keto bi ne kwa man so ye Kotoka International Airport ho na ye coach Karim Zito and Dreams FC for omuto fa e free Ghana ha akokopiem e wo Egypt na omne ala Zamalek e dey apem so semi-finals of the CAF Confederation Cup. Coach where ye da say unimre na so ma ye mre kakra be 5 minutes bia ye ne o twetwe nkobo preparation towards Zamalek game no e ho SM etisen.
Well, definitely, as a coach, you know, with your crew, and then I play. Then when you arrive at your need in the game, there is that preparation. So you have
Coach, in all honesty, I am one of those people I've eaten a humble pie because I never thought Dreams FC would get to this stage of the CAF Confederation Cup because me share a pedigree of a team Libya. I didn't give Dreams a chance. And yeah, idea bako and a year Juma Mama, what ma kwa monima say what Ghana and your enemy.
Okay, what you know, still believe in what?
So
we believe in ourselves and then we correct mental attitude in the game because the moment you set a target, definitely you know who will treat that target. So you to but you say yes. So if it is yes, so you have to work to prove that. If you don't believe in me, I believe in myself. That's the idea for
Coach Obia can't Dreams FC and Kwayama do semi-final. But I am looking at the team and asking myself, how were you able to psych up these boys to play against some of the best on the African continent? Apart from John Entry.
I'm a specialized revolver.
Yeah, apart from John Entry, Minimo Biasa or about on the African stage.
And I'm sick. I don't want to say, Meno Amidina will know I'm a specialized developer. Well, so like my boys, I know how to do because luckily for me, so I've also played in that competition before to the highest level. You know, I know what it takes and how to talk to the boys. And then remember, and I'm using your coaching. I used to do Cup. Also, African Cup. I did that. We send it. And coach Malik. So sometimes you visit your history and then come back with something meaningful. Everything movie. So and then one of the most important things is consistency is in the team. There are some about 7 players here. I started with them and still believe to where they are today. So we know each other, we know how it is. They train on themselves, and then the coach see, and I mean see. So and also count consistency, and then I've been with the club ever since, and also count what I said. So it is a lot of factors.
Coach, what prayer could do my name? Zamalek, one of the biggest teams on the African continent. This could be the biggest game at Dreams FC Abo Ewo a year or more history more. Going into that game, first leg, what is a year more strategy? Then is it going to play for a draw, or you are going all out like Dreams?
In the first place, I don't start something without watching my opponent. I mean, I may call it back. I'm not the type. Whether I'm playing home, I'm playing away, my way of play, I don't call back. Now, when you look at the match, you do the comparison. It is frightening. And you see it's very difficult task. But one thing I want you to understand, it is not impossible. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are on it.
Coach, we wish you all the very best. Sabri the move one and Ghana phone in iron pie better mochi, Moncombra Moba, Baba so in better. Coach, we wish you the best. And Coach Karim Zito, one of the most experienced managers in the country, and I ended the train Komodo. Dreams FC are on their way to Egypt, nominate Zamalek and the Bekako Pimso in the CAF Confederation Cup. Second leg game first leg semi-final game Bebasono. Now what you in Bebaso? Hey, game where Supao it could go down as the biggest in the history of Dreams FC. And I'm from almost say emergency meeting be because so Kumasi Asante Kotoko Aswe yes IMC no Ebeshiana Omode and Sembi Atuja na I no me shede nimu no kure and so yenim Asante Kotoko training and asomanye nti yebeko Kumasi ne correspondent Andy Pumaye ono aso ne your commentary from the Barbara Sports Stadium Edemaye yenko bisa Andy fi say Tuesday no yes kotokwanye training because supporters be ampene ama wo mo enra ho na eno aso yenim say training eba so ani anapa wote e ka ahaya max 89.7 FM wow fie
Mutala medase na mintia watiefo na no pese omonya da aje pene ye echi max FM ene anopai
ani yes say from the see Tuesday no ye ni Kumase una wo Kumase no krabi wom say supporters prevent team no from training and po say coach Prosperity Ogum yempamo no
Mutala me na wasibiem no kra ubi jami asa pepe ne tie ye nyina nim enema yakoso wo Kumase asante ko de kunu ene na ma supporters ni bi ene omadu say ne sadi ya omeko training grounds na oma prevent coaches no from training. No more yet. Obama let's do the training. The coach Prosperity Ogum and then assistant coach David Okludi Omunya Omu Timu. They no other technical members no. Obama Omo any players no I training. And the man supporters no yes and the Sadia Omo Ebetia na Omo should be actually coach Prosperity Ogum. Many supporters will be engaged in Komokaka and in some of Makacha say I say coach Prosperity Ogum will be a say that will be a from Makacha on a simply to also. And so we say only supporters in a year Juma, only Nipan a year Juma. The Ekobasa Nema Koye, now supporters no, and more can be beat on a wound here. I say now who supporters meaning here and Kotokotinos no without supporters no, we are a it's one person among which was when it told you that here, share, now about the old coach. Offensive is one, and then India, two, and then India, three, Otokono and Academy, and this is Wafa, Otokoni Tima, and Yasantimandia. It is one opportunity about the positive now. Now, your supporters in Ekasa, and almost I said, I said, Choma, and I said, Choma, so he said, Niaman Koya say as a coach. If a ban was the actual supporters, no one can coach me and the Casa. No, who say anything about supporters, no, and yes, I check a cano, and my own person coaching, say, oni nipa e na ye adwuma enye no ngwa na ye adwuma nti se supporters ne ka kire na e se oti enti na ma supporters no so omo ye sa prevent coach prosper na to go na asem coach so omo ni training no
Tuesday no na nra Wednesday no so eno so training 170
and now so many training
and no obi amokobo Samatex so many training nra so
many training no many training na awiano anopoma nya anopa awiano so many nti de course no
na anopoma training
and now no pay afei ana omkofa players na ba ebo baye 9:45 na me ba mensia because nyane tie ni ana otufo any playing body no ana friends so IMC members no ana supporters ni bisia na nya eda obia no seti bibia ansa na nyame adoma eda kwasie da omane Samatex bibu ko no e de ese nti me no ga say wo mensia wo mma wo mensia pe na me se kotokoba no APF mensia omokakofa boys ni se asu se training grounds no omokofo mo se ayo omo apartment a otufo apamo na omokofo ma fio me no ga say de me se de enya information be dia me ni se afi ana omokofa less na ba mensia se de be ya otufo bi mensia omo na de obia no so asettle ansa na nyame adoma eda kwase da omene Samatex no ometimi de sie ni
na obia wo mo big game say esi wo monim against Samatex team no more than more enko ni mo no they should be training how mo
me no ya adwen se sankomu training be yenyenim se ni akono enyenyan en otufo so amfa ne nti to ma ebe ha eni ti na ma otufo aye se ne sade omu nyomo mu a na omu on setu bibia se de be ya nyame adama ede kwasi da no enko ba se ede basa because they want supporters in ya no otufo amfa ne nti to ma anja ibe si ede kwasi da wo ma se baba ya sports dem no anja na anye se na ibe si no na akoye ntemebri eni ti na ma ena no pe otufo so mu na omu setu bibia ansa na nyame adama ede kwasi da omu Samatex no mu de sie ni nti ni de me no ya adwen say ebe ha adwen because and can show by now come you training because omni Samatex a big game and game kitwa enti me no say and can say by now come you training be enya abanisa and otu ko pese o seti bibi ansa na nyame adama da kwase da game no draw no
na Andy ye ne enra Mr. Kojo Asante etwetwe nkomo no na wo ye former protocol officer de ma Asante Kotoko Circles no na nsama oka wa nyina be 1 hour no o chere se enye playing body no kwa na wo problem as a supporters ni mankasa na Circles no se se ntawantawa do ntema ama wo ntimi form support entire team native fully
I no kra me ba mensia no said me kan no me one of the Kotoko supporters or very close to the team edin komo kakra and said ya o kan sa pepe and they kire me say even within supporters no intawantawa room obeka ya nche bia ana ebetu ja na ngese Kotoko election for national supporters chairman my won say me grade by emotufu etunu nyensi so me no ka say besi na yanto sa aba no entinsem de edu Kotoko mu ibi within supporters no kwa no ensem wo enti asema opanyin ka che ono no kwa Kotoko supporters ni video mo no ensem wo ana team playing body na nkasa no ensem wo omane coach first na to ogum omo ntawantawa ewum kaka omo ntemu wonti enye playing body no kwa ana enye nakasi enye coach no kwa na problem with these supporters no kwa no ensem wo ma me no pese abae so mo so kwa no omo ntimi nto na ntawantawa wo mo ntemti ubi sam ya no pese supporters na nkasa nsem wo
ani na o hwese ne ekona se say supporters na wo mo ba training ground no o mo se yempamo Prosper Nate Ogum o hwe Prosper Nate Ogum ahokeka a wono so de wo ho sesia na o jiri so betime adwuma na to akọ ana je se open so ankasa akasa wonko
mutara dia minimni se tishia menu ka se die hai supporters ne pese o mo pamo coach Prosper Nate Ogum be menu ka se die nana le che otunfuo ono onye na agye se for now o pamo Ogum because onu benya anka Ogum be wie season no onu de anko benya anka odi team no ebema Ogum na wa hani team said ya maybe say Alex Ferguson Manchester United no if Senyama Koya, none of us uncle or your prosperity. For now, no, Nyama and Koya and my bidding for more up for a Chiraka, Ebisa, a year supported me in Pemponi B. Almost for now, so more Pamu Obuma. Obu coach, I'm not in a Bible coach for now. If a bed is a Mesia and I say 2 for Ebeka or Pamu prosperity. Fine, supporters in the say Obu Pamu prosperity. But for now, need the Otu for Yan Agri or Pamu prosperity because Omu Pamu coach is here, Omu coach, or Baba and Nico to put in Otu for the officer. Coach prosperity, we see and police matches like for you know, no bono we matches no otimi ema kotoko ebe na nyuma empono be pese odi adwun do ma no na nka wa koso coach che de okọ kaze manwa tell us Ferguson omoye no otu for the anko ne de pese anko ye coach prosperity ogun sai anya ba ne se nyema nkonyi enti opese okame supporters me down na de o se so ye bia no one supporters me tia na nka o ma supporters me tia se for now no omo pamu coach prosperity oguma enya de a omo benya coach ama ya be coach team ni mani ya afenso no opese ma coach prosperity oguma tia se oni nipa ene ye adwuma no one supporters ye adwuma no kotoko team no without supporters no oya enyeje and who be ye kotoko adwuma na e se odi ni die e ma supporters ne ka asema e se wutie na nye wa je se who ye coach ya ma wo eye position e wo eye IM team ni ntino dia open a wo de ye e wo team no e se dia supporters ne ka no wutie e se wutie eye omusufre e se mo ka no no wo tie se de be ya wo de ye adwuma wo be kare a me di tu ga se even technical director Mr. Akwasi Apia e be tu ga se enya dia obeka coach prosperity oguma asembiem ene no ko me ba me sia no na beti sa asem no tanyi ba ko oye kueki eye empanyfo no owo me sia no bi hanu eye oye adwuma oni mi di nkomo 101 o ka kire me se enam dia coach prosperity oguma ye ntino ama even technical director Mr. Akwasi Apia ama ni buo fa even po o ka se me bom fe meeting ama Mr. Akwasi Apia ni bufu bebre awo coach prosperity ogum because of say ono oye penyin oye technical director of the team na no into ono okasa de kire coach prosperity ogum ontie no enti o tun so pese o sete the bia eda eye supporters no any coach prosperity ogum intem afenso the eda eye playing body no ana coach ni intem so de be ya asumdie beba na ono ni dream ya na se mi susie ni se opese odi team no ama coach prosperity ogum no e ba ni sase de be team no pushi team na ko ni na ko ba se oba mo coach prosperity ogum oba kotoko no wa ma medi bi 1 year ana se wa medi 3 years bi e year ko wa ma medi na wetin apomo e coach prosperity ogum ti o tun so person se ti bibia na ni ma tutu na ja etu ko e ko kiri bi e twere na azuye ba kotoko team no
eti anopai na meeting ne be ko so wa ahemfie me hia me boa
ne patwan me no ka se me wonom en supporters ni bia ba ana ye mi anu senso for ni bi so aba be ona me no ka se die meeting den start se da me kan na fe na omokofa players no abana meeting no le team media assess na nya o se otu fo aka che eye ni kwada ana se team no ana mpefo no so no ye team no be kana je so ya to e dia manu studio na mo so mama active on so aswati
Andy Puma ye da se why ye da se no pay na wako pie men shade na chese de be koso obi atena obetima be boy ntiremu na yehu de ekoye na
ka ba ne te be minim se obetimi ni supporters ni bia kasa minim de
ye bi wo ha ye obetimi ni bia kasa aden oh that's all one
anye uwe jina so amina me wo pole wa han woni na obekaya kotoko ni instrument edisi ni okumase baba ya sport de mana o sinenti yankona ye ni pole enkasa na ono so on ka di inside the box kotoko ti ni de eda na kuma so konti pole wa han na ye ni sano pole me mawo mo le ba max FM 89.7 so pole yetiani se kotoko team no ne man koyi ni ma se nano pai mu nyina ma ye krado amamba ma isia hanu ma mo se anka mode nyema betutie na kotokotin we bia mo pese ebi no eti akonkan na enhyɛmɛ na ɔbɛka yakrafa ɛyɛ kɔtɔkɔ ɛyɛ tim no esi nyema nkoyi but as we the fashion channel is many my friend something with my son my son charity from me and say nyema nkoyi na no ma te say your comment friend is training ground say coach ni be man coach bi na ɛyɛ and then mama ebusia function playing body no we are we share from the technical team we are we share function from supporters the anti-ready account by ready about the person and everything we need abre and you are by your you are trying to be and you are the players in your train na yamu no to yaba na the course we na so no mi right, you see, only more supporters in Ghana are present and I ready a Ugum or Unity because they see Ugum or Lucy dressing or more born in ma, players no born a man, and of course, players and more born my wife, they are the feeling, and the team is they say many coaches and Tawantama or supporters. The players need to be out professional by Yakoba. The free day ebedu kumasia players very specific player they be account for Sunday match in the first 11 because players need na players to say as Takobo 15 what players is na 15 player kasen and you know what you know enable so you connect and ya press release ba se ogun ye kotokopie bi ma even lam to press we put on Sunday and obobo ni bi na me come to you say ogun account na ma yes na nkwa mo no yes problem ni na ogun is it just so cool ni bi ayo because of the past management here o ma ye press conference ni ade agbe interview say ogun here but so cool kotokwa me yale omo classe ma ogun enso CD because ono amana na concern so CD on so enti eni no beti bia ye ogun enti the frequency see okotoko no e ogun enti me dem pese ogun no ogun there me tactics bi bia ye come o ye coach I will do by this by say no me so yes o go buy we need to be able because time I will be window no problem enti want our team the kama ye fa na oba ye na also to players ni na akukuda ma wura ni na mafa fa omu but na bi bi na no nya ni na de ba ko so amoa ye e second round they play first round we are you know 6 matches at so and to be a team na ye na e ga ko to team ya na to second round so and na high and the players ni so you want to see am no be a one team you are a good player. So, I think I'm coming to say, no, and another now the team, but control catch a quiet man and not being. As long as you division 2, only best defender. So, and call for me now, division 2, only the best players will move team. And so, now, but control quiet Diana and Kwan. And Kwan can get him because coming to. And to when I question you answer, say, I am born when you go coaching. And to coach in not even know you support my brother and radio. They will put the one and the Canadian and I explain the information. And the most important, so the reason why Tiamoan is Tiamo Mama Nanatia, coach, but for the two moon, 150 million, and then I eat my and this American major touch like I will go on Crown Babo. Mutala Polina, what's your name? Almost say, about the every 18 coach postponed to him, only to the fan now on call. All Mrs. Sister, so get to me the tone of far. Problem to work to continue, and that's why I will support the person to my frequency and anything as a part of Nova Hanum.
And yet, so Chamfonia, my auntie, would that's what may shade the Obia over Tina, Yavasamba Ho, the Abaji updates. Okay, so and the Puma correspondence wako PM no pay menshia na wotu for set to yesu obishia the playing body of Asante Kotoko any technical team no we are with Sheshia mpanyifo bi IMC for no so aka ho supporters ako PM mo almost mo mpese team no be train o mama team no train because of prosper na teogu mo so mako PM though release a buy ya mo mudi wom say o te kokoso pese o hwe o mo ba do mo say o mo de mo ba na opem so hu so mo nya bere pa say wo pam Ogum na Ogum is the problem of the team na nedu aye piso when meeting e wo me share Dreams FC so e de o mani kire Egypt is not going to be an easy match. Coach Karim Zito Ankasa confirm say a match is super.
Yeah, for Dreams yesterday, you wish them good luck na Ochina ya buy Benyada Jira give them and ain't easy. We are sure say they work on their biggest game. No many opportunity abo. That's na because Zamalek there. I'm a powerhouse. Your football, your way, be bring high. The powerhouse. Yeah, we show them good luck, and I'm hoping say a buying association, no. Any crown queen, you dear support, you know. Everybody dream is for no, because almost say almost 4 weeks anymore. Indirectly, no, almost Ghana winning. It's you hope and they say able to make it into the finals of the CAF Confederations Cup. That is our wish. And many opportunity come within the team. It looks like all their players are available for selection. Injury be anyhow. Apart from Simba and the Hododo de Kakrano and the Krano Matisse, why fitter, he will be part of the squad that ever travel. You could see a kind against Zamalek, and that is a good sign from Dreams FC Bobokunu. You see, they will say they will go and come back with a respectable result. Ebema Kumasi the NBA mere formality. You got to pay more the finals of the CAF Confederations Cup. Let's wish Abdulkarim Zito, Fredomon, Minishadu, all these personalities are around Dreams FC. The good luck. And the playing body, John Enchi, Aziz Issa, Sylvester Semba, Ejenin Boateng, Itua Hene, Jalilu, Adade, Agbasi, all these players, no. Maybe we show them good luck. McCarthy and of course AJ. Number 2 million could be free Egypt. And their bagana kuma. That is all what we are wishing Dreams FC say. Almost me akwaye. Na boy. Now na Asante Kotoko. May I sure say the air cost one from him. Any media houses in Yinano may she also that form. More monitor what is going on. And she supporters in the idea Bobo code in Yan to was here. May you sure say answer means Yankasano. The best thing our every fan of Asante Kotoko person Betsino. They will hear it after they means you meeting a basso. Open so na bet na game na ekukuda ma mmeko no ekutia ne wahengwam no me make sure say enkomo adidi so no botumi di ato ho o me open so de kakra me hu afa no ho no o make sure so mo bia opportunity mane bonim crew de ha bo boku no kwan ye be fa so anyama bia e koso be fa ne pomesebere. That is what Omunina Ebo Humpai Eche Hodare say bit my final solution to it. Ntia what I mean Siano in Sema Batoba Maso. Na after home pentenkwa. Edi ebe final solution. Inti yen nyina wa atwen mu, ye be pie mu free mu na aba. But per the supporters in the omoka ene nkomo ye dia so atoto for me e monitor. If you are Santi, the most important thing is for somebody to be sacrificed. And they think that person should be the head coach.
Sacrifice you.
Oh, you may be a free war. Not in the quam.
Now, said the Oka sacrificing you with Tiffy, our man, I just say,
sacrifice there for the bull. Sacrifice there for the bull.
Set it to Oka say, yeah, the power for ya, a different thing altogether. And I answer, yeah, you'll be more for ya.
Mutala Yakubu.
A different thing.
Or can I boo?
I see. Indeed, and then I bomb, yeah, say. Able to see because yem situation be a still football penny for being a bemuna bebua and sana kotokone house to me survive in our league. We don't want that story again. We'll be a starting year and the should be to me finish year. It be per league gadget. If people say make it the top 4, if people somebody have a respectable position, if people some body relegation. Inti some of us on Makumasa Hongroso. Their mindset are going to pour but they back Kumasi, so we be win. No position of year on the league law. Per what I know in Kumasi and how I'm in quite fast from your name. Kotoko supporters in the room when lifestyle sitting there. Se Kotoko ain't no result of Mope on Sunday. Ewo Kumasia. Ain't easy. My supporters no. And Mr. Kotoko from penny for 8 semia. I think you knew the best in Siaba. But the best thing about my can say, ain't appropriate for Ogums to sit on the bench on Sunday in Kumasi.
I didn't hear.
And it's America say, me name the best in Siaba. But the only thing about my can say, ain't appropriate. Because supporters no more support team no more stadium or and they more support Nyama team they say yempe Ogum no. Omako training grounds ye ko pamano mpenimfo abem mensi akasa 2 days aba omo twen results and per the etiye efi adako jache no na prenka nya opportunity be share supporters no ono budi di nkobo extra obi how egu paper so no they come here. So if that thing is to go by, listen, now prenka the cultural premise what they are, then I'm up for the right solution. And what is the solution? Is Ogum to live way. What is Ogum in New Honor? Some mobile games, no result as surviving the Premier League. That is what they want. Bobo Quantum supporters and they are more penal. Meditum said the problem is not Ogum alone. Bedroom Pensobia, I see a back when. And that is that. Intermediate, you are trying. We were GDS by the close of the day, and I knew meeting no, El Menciano. They are supporters in the party of Mosareka. Because, Mutala Sunday game no, any game Kutwa. Because supporter behind him said there is just 3 points between us and Tokotoko. And the other relegation zone. And the other relegation zone also go home. So it means we could end up playing this weekend game, man. Kotoko relegation zone. It's in finding the right solution for the club. Matete, yeah, man, the 2 games be at the Asonafe. Oh, we need a Sunday. Messi Prosper Ogum. It's not best for him to sit on the bench on Sunday in Kumasi.
Why?
Because most of these supporters MP Ogum because of the recent results. And our players also only supporters DVD come up. So may I say that there are issues we are Koswa. Ebi anko PM wa himbem. Inti may I sure say omo a lot of things. Once an aprin can go training grounds or track to nyama bi so they come and see akwa champion info no. So supporters need some normal kind no try nko and they most of them go. Inti wo dey yam pentami mbuatan yam pentami you need the mensi abeka. Yen twen after the meeting no the be free ho no me yen so kire ba ye benya da je rewrem ne ye hudie e beto from but the most important na me to make our radio so say enya appropriate say Ogum will sit on the bench on Sunday and may sure say ye must supporters ne kwan so mo nkasa most of them will speak that the way and the any supporter to ba ko kasa ya o kan no the most important thing is they don't want Ogum in Mutala media ya wa twen mu
okay
ya hwe de be pie be free waba ene de bia meeting ene kokobọ no be si akọ e wo mpem so
okay Alfred kakre bi so na yenko
let's start with Dreams FC. I think say
Omko Egypt.
Omko share Zamalek. Me na me the pass omo first leg na away. Usually no say uko away in terminal sana. Ya na home team no. Second leg I want home no. At least home the outcome of the first leg and you are able to gauge appropriately tax either winning. And especially when you are playing as an underdog, it helps. And the Kwamukwe Ghana for the Empire Bonum Sunsumton which because really it goes beyond just Dreams FC. So Omoko Kobamana Samoya there coefficient no Abeboy and in subsequent competitions no Ebenya more than one slot na anya ewo CAF no and then more than one slot anya or a Confederation Cup and more than one slot na anya or a Champions League and I think they should go out there and make the nation proud. They shouldn't go there with any pressure thinking said they have to at all costs win. Maybe I'm going to do no crown no. I don't think a lot of us as football fans give them a chance I could do that stage, and I think we have to commend them and I wish them the best of luck. Now the issue of Kotoko, Cecilia Obia Eka Yampam coach, but has there been a study into why the team is struggling now?
They don't need, honestly, they don't need to do that. Most of the fans say they don't need to go deep because everything has a root, and the root is Prosper Natugu.
On what basis?
It's a team performing. The team is not scoring. The team is not winning games.
And the team is not winning games, then 100% fault is the coach.
Well, I wouldn't be free. Yes, totally. Almost on the head of the technical team. So once the team is not winning, Pamona, any other issue will deal with it.
But even if Obaso Pamo coach now approach now fast I don't think it's right.
Yeah, I know you're right.
And yet
it is totally unacceptable.
To me, control and manage and administer football in this manner. House of Football the same thing some time ago. We condemned it. Kotoko I had the same thing. And this is not the first time it's happening at Kotoko.
No. Even 2017, Kai Sedu, Echo 2 at AJ
complex
Zdravko Lugarosic.
What authority do supporters have said they will prevent the clubs from training?
Mameka no kwencho Pepe na ya nenye supporters now.
Management na ete eche na epia.
Epenyi phobia omo be club no ehihase omo yesa.
Omo pia enye there are several ways to register your displeasure. That issue no enye. I think you have to find a better way to address. To the sense or Henebeba Stadium, any more Kasapa Mutra and Sana, you allow the players on the pitch. I don't think that is right. Now to the extent for 2 days the team in training. And Dominic Samata, some corner serious and call favor. Would they still blame the coach?
Of course.
More allow team no and amateur team in training. Okobo a team are other top of the league. Team in training for two days here. Okola say shower. Will you put the blames on the doorsteps of the coach? Say team na nyade. Team na in training. How did they perform? Team na in training. How did they perform? My issue that I have with the fans, they say mandate na edema Prosper Natugu no. yepa IMC no ntoma no menhia ka say team no ode amamu monko na monko tomo players na mo hwehwe team no na mo ye team ni yie na o share the approach and philosophy of coach Nate Oguma. Although the method they say auto fairly young and inexperienced players now are building Amodiomo into a formidable team. And these things will take time. And from the very onset, there was like a management communicated to the fans say, Jenny, I fasoi, and approach her this time around. Ebe take time enti monto mobo na monya abotere Emma club no Emma team no Mutala enye the same set of players and the same coach on the ball first round the year and another second or so so you cannot tell me say the same players and the same manager no have become bad, have turned bad overnight. You cannot convince me unto convince me sir. The same set of players and the same technical team cannot become so bad to the extent say they were the best performing team in the league in the first round. All of a sudden they become the worst performing team in the league. It cannot be due to technical incompetence. And see, all that I feel is there are other problems that are affecting them beyond what happens on the pitch, and I think that is where I was say. Club no any fans no a channel of grievances to solve because so Oman solve those issues now. You can change the manager today, of course. Ubenya new manager bounce for maybe 3-4 games but the problem will still raise its head again. What did the make say? If you don't address the problem from the base now, the root cause now, Uber system manager after 2-3-4 games. The problem will still happen. I think the problem that is happening is wider than what some of the fans are made to believe. I think that is where the problem needs to be addressed. You can also hear say because of the comments now, coach in the year about some of the players being politicians and as a result, they've down tools trying to sabotage the manager. Say Omo Chama manager before they start playing. Who is your employee? Manager and employer are not going to employer. Who are you there to serve? Are you there to serve the manager, or you are there to serve the club that you are working? Sir, when you coach in the yard, coach in Assam, and see, who loses? I think this is where the fans, they have to channel their energy. I'm hoping, say, after meeting tomorrow, after meeting tomorrow, Managerial will come up with a statement to clearly state, say, they back the manager for the players to sit up. Yes, I think. The management and the owners of the club.
Why you feel the players are not taking responsibility?
That is what is happening.
But it starts with the manager.
What the manager can do so much because players need themselves. If they down tools now, inevitably the manager will go. And see, Omo get I'm a manager now before they put up their best performances. And that's what I'm saying. Say the players, who are they serving? The manager or the club? Say you want we say only na do you fine. And now only boss ya perform can fine. And to ba o juma na so bet na consolate say o say you juma na onye ni yie. How does that work? And I think the management has been silent on Prosper at the open position. The management has been silent on open position, and they feel say some of the players feel say they can get away with what they are doing.
So we sack managers, we don't sack coaches.
That's the problem.
We don't sack
the coach. You don't sack the players. You always sack the manager. But the management must come out, make it clear to the players. Say, coach, the amount of money do we have with the coach. So you either sit up or you ship out. That is what will happen. I know that there are a lot of players out there who will find it a privilege from a share the red jersey for the club, the red jersey of Masters and Nikotoko. So you can clearly see say a panic or say a pressure and who can some of the players. There's too much pressure on the team. Team are fragile in confidence now. Team are fragile in confidence no. The last thing I'm say excessive pressure on them to play. Mind you, most of these players, they are not very experienced at this level. Most of them are not very experienced at this level. They are now carving their niche in the Ghana Premier League. And through the pressure, already playing for the club, Agasa comes with his own pressure. And through the external pressure, you can say, especially in the dreams, in the game against dreams, you could tell that the players were playing with fear. It is no fluke, say, Usher away performance now. They are the second, that's the first best performing team away from home. So on record at home, no, the worst in the league. How can you have a team that plays so well away and a team that plays terribly at home? And that is technical incompetence. So what's that? I will start both home and away.
Wow.
If it's technical incompetence, also can start home and away. But away record, away league now, away standings now. Because on that top, they are the best performing away team, but the worst performing home team. I think so. What is happening? It goes beyond technical. Fine. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that.
It's Alfred.
The outcome of a meeting.
The academy for those who are afraid or my baby, and we are having issues with our signal. They say problem almost one thing and Timoa Motenedi a patron friend Mochama Adrian Semaya Brubusu 0201 825 252 0201 825 252 and now 0550 055 522. Friending in our bejo so 0201 825 252 and now 0550 055 522.